Come here. Welcome to the Famous Foxes Aftermath Show, live every Sunday on Leicester Fan TV. Come on, you Foxes. Good morning, Foxes. How the devil are you today? How's your weekend been so far? Is it going to be eat, sleep, play the same, repeat? Welcome to the original Sunday morning Leicester City football show. Well, you know what day it is. It's Sunday morning. It's 9:30. So it's time for the Famous Foxes Aftermath show, run by us fans in here for you fans out there. And you know what? Your opinion really matters. So get them comments in now. Let's get going. It's kick-off time. Come on, you Foxes.
The Leicester City machine is on the march again.
Leicester Fan TV presents a variety of content like fan discussions, match analysis, and engaging with Leicester fans worldwide. We want your views live, thanks to our sponsors, Everard's, Pucker Pies, Hologram, Take Me, Newbie & Co, and the Foxes Arms.
Want to watch more content like this? Hit the like button. Give us your views. Hit subscribe to Leicester Fan TV and make sure to follow Leicester Fan TV on all socials.
Morning, Craig. No football with your kids this morning. Makes a chance to see you here live instead of on the repeat. Morning, Nick. How are you? Morning, Wayne. Morning, Gray. Morning, Craig. I hope you're well. I hope you're good. How's life treating everyone? Morning, Tony. Morning, Jamie. The sun is out. No game couldn't be better. Yes, the sun is out in Alcudia. It is lovely and warm here. We open in a week tomorrow. So, yes, so it's getting better. Morning, Dan. How are you? I hope you're good. I hope you're well. Morning, who's that one that says that? A1 Hardy. Morning, Jamie. It's not looking good for us at all. I think it's looking worse than not good, to be honest. If there was such a thing as worse than not good. Morning, Stephen. How are you? Mark, good morning, pal. Nice to see you the other week. Jasmine, hello there. How are you? Still can't believe. Yes, I'm totally with you on that. GPM Moore. Yes, I said that right. Morning. How are you, pal? On that note, morning, Craig. I said, when are we going to win, let alone score? Lol, no football today. Right, that's why then. Good. Morning, Chris. How are you? Morning, Ian, Super Fox. How the devil are you? Lose tomorrow and we create a club record of 11 defeats at home in a season. Is that right? 11 defeats? Hadn't looked that one up, actually. Morning, Derek. How are you? People are deluded if they think we can escape. Talking of deluded, that's a perfect time to bring Reedy in. Hello, Reedy. How are you, pal?
Not great.
Not great. What, is that because of football, pal?
Yeah, it's done now, isn't it? Definitely. Again, it's not mathematically possible. We've got to win the next. I think we've got to win 6 out of the 8 games to even have a chance. So it's done, and we all knew it before we even got about halfway through the season. But it's just to a point now where I can see a lot of people not going to the game tomorrow. I can see a lot of people not going to any game this season now. At least the last time we went down, we fought it to the last day, but the level in quality compared to teams that have come up from the Championship are just night and day differently, haven't they?
Yeah. Mick, I thought you were going to say win tomorrow, then we'll go on another run of... I thought you were going to say win the next 7 games for a minute. I didn't read that first before I put it up. I mean, if I doubt it's ever going to happen, if we win the next 8, we'll be on 41 points. It's not going to happen, is it, Reedy? We're not, after just losing 14 out of 15, we're not going to win 8, are we?
Even if we won 8, it might not be enough. That's the issue. That's the issue now.
I mean, literally,
it might not be enough.
The Liverpool game send us down. If we lose against Newcastle and Brighton, and then we lose against Liverpool, and Wolves win against Spurs and Man U, the Liverpool game could be the one.
Well, to be honest, I'd rather it happen against Liverpool than against Forest. So, for me, if we did lose the next 2, I'd be more than happy to get relegated to Liverpool and not Forest.
Yeah. Chris, yes, it was done months ago. We all saw it coming. A few didn't. I think the club didn't think they were doing. I think there's even tickets for tomorrow night still available. I think they even went on general sale for the first time. I think the club put them on general sale, Reader, for tomorrow night.
Yeah, I'm not shocked. Again, the ground's probably going to be half empty tomorrow. People are going to
Well,
be
I
like
won't say
wondering
half empty.
people are going to be wondering what the point is going into the game when you know that the inevitable is you in the championship next year.
I mean, there is one good thing. We're not going to be the first one to get relegated, are we? Because I think if Southampton lose today, they'll be down,
Yeah.
won't they?
Southampton get relegated today, yeah, if they lose.
Great, GPM Moore. I thought it was you, Graham. I really did, but I wasn't sure. Can't see us scoring in the next 8. I can't see us scoring. If you put them in a brothel, I don't think they would score, Aggie, to be fair, pal. Morning, Chris. How are you? Let's look forward to next season. Can't really look forward to next season because with the new manager, I just don't understand why it hasn't happened. 14 out of 15 games, Reedy. It's just, and now he's picking fights with players as well with Harry Winks. He dropped Harry Winks on Thursday night. Oh, by the way, I saw you on TV on Thursday night.
Did you?
Yeah, you didn't look very happy. You were standing behind Alan Mason Fox, Bennett.
Oh, do you mean Wednesday night? Yeah.
I said the other night. Yeah, I said Wednesday night.
You said Thursday night, but yeah.
Oh, did I? Sorry, I meant to say Wednesday. Yes, it's all over. I think the fat ladies was definitely getting the vocal cords warmed up. Yeah, I saw you on TV. You didn't look very happy. I couldn't remember.
I'm not shocked, mate.
I can't remember. Alan didn't look very happy neither, to be honest. Only silver lining is under 21s look good. Now, he's actually said in his conference that he's going to play some of the youngsters now. Well, he said that against Man U in the Cup, but he never did.
Did he say that?
Yeah, he did say something about it. In the pre-match conference, the after-match conference. I'm sure I heard an interview with him saying he's going to play the youngsters, some of the youngsters. I'm sure.
Okay.
Andy Medhurst, I don't want to put this comment up, but I'm going to because I think he would have done better.
I don't believe so. But...
I really do. Peter Taylor, I hope that's not the real Tatapila. Too many players on the books that don't give a flying correct. They don't give a flying fuck, do they, Reedy? There's so many of them that just can't be asked. They just can't be asked. I didn't say it to my video the other day, but I thought, sod it. I wish I had now. But it's just awful, isn't it? It's absolutely awful. I've not got people laughing at me over here, but I haven't worn my football shirt. I haven't worn my Leicester shirt for 6 weeks at least. I don't want to wear it while I'm going out now. I used to wear it with pride. Now I don't like it at all. And I've got people like laughing at me and saying, "Oh, Leicester City," and then start laughing and then saying about relegation and they won the league. And it's like it's awful. It's an awful feeling.
It might be awful for you, mate, but I live near Nottingham, and when I go out with my Leicester top, which is quite often, you do get abuse.
Yeah. Pete, no, not Joe, or not Stevie G. No, definitely not. He just took a bus along for the ride. He just took them along for the ride on a bus. Yeah, the game was nothing, did he? The game was nothing. And what gets me more than anything, is next season. How the confidence of this season will drag in till next season if he's still the manager. I just don't understand it. And this style of football, this morning on ITV4, they had the Euro 96 semi-final against West Germany, which we lost on penalties. And my missus was watching it, and she said to me, "Buddy, that style of football was a lot different there. At least they tried to play football then. At least they tried to have a go on goal." That's my missus that knows absolutely nothing about football. She hates watching the football now. Absolutely hates it. But when there was something to watch and enjoyable, she was watching it. But now even she's picking up and she knows nothing about football. And she said, this is proper football, this is. And I said, yes, that is proper football. Not this tippy-tappy round the back that Reedy loves. Don't you, Reedy?
Yeah, I love it. And most teams do it now. So,
but why do most teams have to do it?
To win.
Oh, we're doing it, but we're not winning, are we?
No, because we haven't got the best players for it. So, again, there's many reasons why we're in this position. We've put ourselves in this position, and now we're hitting the brunt of it in the fact of all the fans are just basically saying, no, it's done now. And it's still possible, but it's just not with the form we're in. It's ridiculous.
See, I wouldn't mind. First of all, I thought that meant Martin O'Neill, but it's Gary O'Neill, isn't it? Now, he did a pretty decent job in the Championship. And I think he will do well. I think he will do well there.
I
in the
would be
Championship.
opposed to getting some. I would be opposed to getting someone new in for the Championship, but it depends who. Someone like Sean Dyche, I'd rather stay away. But someone a bit more, maybe like a Russell Martin. But then again, his track record in the Prem when he came back up was absolutely hideous. So probably not. You got to think of the long term and thinking who can bring you up and then who can keep you up. So
Like,
maybe a Gary O'Neill.
Like Carl Chester has said, need to get rid of a lot of players and start again from the bottom, which is true. We need to get a lot of rid of the deadwood, don't we? And as much as I
It's
hate
not.
to say this, I think Vardy's got to go. That's a tough call. He's been absolutely legend, and it doesn't look. We're not playing that way of football anymore. That he's not in the game, is he? I think against Man City, 90 minutes, we had 3 touches in the box.
Mm-hmm.
In the box. Morning, Alan. How are you? I was just saying, I saw you on TV, not looking very happy on Wednesday night. I think our problem goes way beyond the manager. Yes, I do. I do think it's more to do with the board and not the backing that we get. Chris Waller said Liam Ross Senior as well. He's been mentioned, hasn't he? He's out in France now, isn't he? Doing Rems, is it? Is it Rems he's got the job at?
I don't know who was it. Was he at Hull before?
Yeah, he did a decent job at Hull, and then they sacked him for some reason. I don't know why they sacked him.
You got to think of the long term, and I don't think from the last time we were in the Championship last year was. I don't feel like we've got that much deadwood in our squad anymore. In a way, I think you've got our starting 11, which from last year was very good for it. And then you've got a lot of players who are on the fringes, like a Dennis Pratt, like a Kelechi Iheanacho, who, again, were good players, but just weren't getting into the squad. Now we've got rid of them ones. I feel like you have got like a solid depth for squad in for a Championship season. I don't think you need to get much deadwood out of the team.
Oh, it's Strasbourg. Seems seen Allen and Reedy at Man City. I'd rather go for Rossini or Carrick. Michael Carrick's a decent. The only thing is, we're talking about managers, but we've still got a crap manager at the minute, haven't we? So it's
I think we'll keep him to the end of the season now. I don't think there's any reason not to. In the fact of whoever comes in, they're not gonna get out of this impossible job, are they?
But what gets me though is everyone keeps saying to me, I keep saying for weeks now, I've been saying, get rid of him, sack him, get rid of him. I want him gone. But the thing I keep getting back is, well, it'll cost us a fortune. Surely it'll cost us a fortune now, and in the summer it will still cost us the same now as it will then.
Yeah, I don't know. There's obviously something keeping him here. That there obviously is. I know that he probably does need to go now, and if he does stay for the Championship, I'd back him and see how it goes. But there's obviously some reason either top or himself wants to stay, because I don't get any reason why he is still here.
Derek, I think the last goal we scored was about 1985, wasn't it? Let alone the 198th minute, 190. How do you say that number?
1,985th minute.
That's it. Yeah, I couldn't say how it was. I couldn't say it. Well, Tony says it'll be 120 days from when we got a point or a goal at home. Wow! And I was there. That's how long ago it was, and I've been back twice since then. Keith says Dyche in the Championships. I did hark on it a little bit about the fallout between Winks and Ruud van Nistelrooy. What's your view on it? Is he right to stay down in London and travel up every day? I know he's had a little one. His missus has given birth. Fair enough, yeah. But I think it's a bit wrong that he's not making more of an effort. He's been doing it since he's got here. I think it's a bit wrong that he's making an effort, but I also think it's wrong for Ruud van Nistelrooy to pull him up about it and go public about it.
I'm on the side of Ruud van Nistelrooy. I feel like the likes of Vestergaard, I think he travels from London as well, and that they should be coming to. Yes, they get there on time every day for the training and whatnot, but when it comes to game days or maybe the day before, and you get asked to stay over, so you're there ready to go, I would, and I don't see that big of an issue. Yes, you probably have commitments to your family and whatnot, but if you're a footballer, and you're coming from your house every day, for me, you 1 day a week where you have to stay at the training ground, for me, isn't an issue. And you just gotta work around it, because if you want to be a footballer and you want to be part of a core squad who's got a good connection with each other, you've got to be there ready to go, and you can't be traveling 2 hours away every day on a train. It's ridiculous.
No,
In my opinion, anyway. I get the point of saying that they've had an argument for it, but as well, Winks has been absolutely shocking this season. So, like, I don't really care that he's not there in a way.
You know what, Jamie? Winks is wrong, but shows how the players don't respect. To be honest, the players don't respect anybody now. They just get the money. I mean, like I said on Thursday in my video, there's no pride, no passion, no spirit, no nothing. It's just in times of the past, at least when we went down, we showed a bit of passion. We showed a bit of pride. Now, we don't show anything. They're just there, pick the paycheck up. They don't even wave to the crowd
They should.
anymore. Did they
They
come over to you? Or did they get
Yes.
forced to come over to you?
I don't know. I obviously took video of them clapping towards us, but
Well, that
apparently
was only like
before
the
that,
centre circle, wasn't it?
apparently before that, Coley like got all the players who went down the tunnel and brought them back out to come and clap us. So I'm not too sure, but I think apparently Coley is the one that made them come to clap us.
It was Cody, not a Coley. So Ben says, "Oh, you were close. You got somebody else's teeth in." So Alan says, "Players, where's that one? Let's read that one. Players have too much power. You can only have to look at Cooper's sacking. It's time they manned up and played for the badge." Alan, like we says, the club will always be here. The fans will always be here. The players are just a bit part of it. Hardly any.
I will tell you this though. I will say this.
And loyalty anymore.
I will say this, and I did notice it a lot at Man City. Even though we went down 1-0 in 2 minutes, and then we went down again in 30 minutes, you could still see the team, the likes of Christiansen and Vardy and all that. You could actually see them really like trying their best to try and win a game. And I'm being totally honest there. I know people are saying, "Oh, they're not playing for the shirt, not playing for that." But when you look at them like from a set piece, I was just looking at one of them talking, and you could see that they're really, really trying to not make errors or not mess up, as well as being 2-0 down. But it's I get what people.
Totally different game.
No, I know. When it's in play, I get the difference, but
it's all right shouting and pointing and doing it, and it's like pointing there, clapping for that ball that went over the top that you couldn't chase onto. Good idea, but it's the same week in, week out. Eat, sleep, repeat. It's the same. The style of play is awful. We were 2-0 down, and we're still fucking about with it at the back. Pardon my language, but I've had enough now. Pardon my language. That's twice I've said it. They're still messing about.
I don't think you can really change anything with the squad we've got.
At one point, the Man City game, I think for about 10 minutes, all the strips in the grass are cut to 6 yards, don't you? Or did you know that?
No.
Oh, well, there you go. You've learned something. All of the Leicester players were in the third strip for the penalty box. So that's what, 12, 18, 36 yards. They were all 36 yards. All 11 Leicester players were in from 36 yards to the goal line. And they're all just trying to play it out, pass it out. There was no forward up there. They looked like they set up to defend, and that was it. And we can't defend.
Yeah.
What's that first goal wanting?
I was going to say, I think against Man City, most teams would do that, but
Man City are having the worst season ever. I think they've lost 10 games this year.
Oh, yeah, I know, yeah.
This year.
And they made us look like fucking rats. They made us look like we were just chasing shadows.
They didn't have Haaland playing. At least when we played Man City before, we looked reasonably well at home. But now we've just gone straight down.
We look like we were just chasing shadows all day in that game.
It's just, it really is. It's unbelievable. It's just getting worse and worse and worse. And we're just talking about the same thing, worse and worse and worse. Chris T, no, I didn't see that. Did you see Nuno praise Cooper and how he'd laid the foundations for how Forest are? Forest players love him. Forest players love it.
It's only because of the promotion, in my opinion.
But it's still promotion, though. It's still got him up to that season. Andy kept him up. Andy kept him up. It was like a training session for Man City. They were going to have an easier game. I don't think they will.
Southampton will give them a harder game.
Southampton will be a harder game. Yeah, because Southampton will try and go out on a chaps start boycotting home games or stay in the concourse for the first 10 minutes. I noticed, I forgot about that because we talked about that, didn't we, really, about the 9 minutes. And I forgot about that on Wednesday. And I thought, blimey, that crowd's a bit empty.
Mm.
And then then they said it on the TV, and I realised that that they were doing the protest about the pricing of the tickets. I think it was something like that, and it seemed to work because the stand was empty. Yep. The stand was empty. Tony says, "Don't stay in the concourse, stay at home." That's why a lot of people are staying at home, aren't they?
Well, yeah, I'm going to be there tomorrow night, but
even you've morning, Mary. How are you? The formation was awful. That wasn't even the right place. Sorry, in the right. They weren't even. It wasn't even the right place. Way too slow. Yes, they've been too slow. It's just modern day football that people just don't understand it. I really don't understand it. We're going to talk about the Newcastle game now. It's.
Do we have to?
Well, we've got to really because it's
playing against the Carabao Cup winners.
And they're in. I think they're fourth, isn't they? Fourth or fifth, something like that. No. They're just outside the European places, isn't they? Not outside Champions League. They're outside the European places. It's going to be a tough game, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But
as long as Danny Ward don't stay in goal, we've got a chance.
Stay in goal? Oh, you mean come on at half time? Like...
Danny Ward, yeah. Score conceded 3 in about 10 minutes.
But we'll go back to that, and yeah, let's not go back to that. Harvey Barnes hasn't scored since December the 7th for Newcastle.
Why did you mention that?
Everyone's talking about it already.
Yeah, why did you have to mention it? Jack Grealish has not scored in 16 months and he goes and scores against us. Like,
if you want to pick up,
if you want to get a goal, just come to us.
Yeah, if you play, there's been so many times this year that a player, I think the bloke against the Brentford one that got the hat trick, he hadn't scored. He scored 1 goal all season. He only got 1 goal the previous season, and he scored a hat trick against us.
Yep, Sharda. Yeah.
There's been so many players this year that haven't scored.
Adama Traore for Wolves, Hoyland for Man United, Grealish.
Renato hadn't scored as well for Man United for a while.
Yeah. Bruno, do you know Bruno? And this season, Bruno Fernandes has had like 9 goal involvements against us.
The Dan Burn hat trick. It'd be a hat trick of headers from the corners. Get your money on Isaac to score first. Yes, I've got him in my dream team now, so I want him to score, but I don't want him to score. I'm
not took any of my Leicester players out of my dream team all season.
I took them out. I took Vardy out. We are the gift that keeps giving. Yes, Dawn, nice to see you this morning. I saw you earlier on a comment, but I forgot to mention you. Hope you're well, Dawn. You're good. Yeah, we are the gift that keeps giving. If you
we're
want
not the gift. We're the bloody coal that keeps coming.
Yeah, if you want to get your confidence up, come and play Leicester. No, he's still out injured, isn't he? I thought he got injured in the international.
I don't know. He could probably score with 1 foot anyway.
He'll come on as score sub no matter what. Stadium will be empty before half time. People will walk when they score the third.
So this is what it is, mate. This is what it is like now, mate. There's no hope. There's no nothing. It's just when is it going to end?
Leicester ruined, it's just so downheartening, isn't it? Me and Reedy are trying to hard it, but it's just we can't. Can we anymore, Reedy? It is tough.
People are just wondering when is this season going to end? Like we're happy when we are officially relegated because then we can.
Let's talk about something different, shall we? How did everyone do on the Grand National yesterday? Let's talk something else about football. Nothing about football. How did everyone do in the Grand National? I mean, I'm not a betting man, and so I don't bet on it or I don't watch it. But how did everyone do? I know Nick Rocket won it at 33-1. I do know that. Oh, Nick's Rocket, sorry. I do know that. But how did everyone else do? There must be betting men in here, or betting women here that had a little tipple, had a little, whatever you call it. What do you call it? Little.
Don't know. A little.
Put a bet on it, something like that. I fell at the first. You would, Andy. You're too old. Still running in reverse. I won a £5. lost it betting on Villa to beat Forest. You would do, wouldn't you? Flutter, had a little flutter. That's the word I was looking for. Cheers, lads and lasses. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Wayne. I had the top 2-6. I know somebody in my local that did a sweepstake. She had 2 goes and she drew first and second out. And she won, I think, 100 euros and 50 euros for the first 2. And then she put a bet on as well. And she had 3 bets each way. And 3 out of them came in the first 4. And she won a fortune yesterday. I got 3rd each way. So that's not a bad bet for you then, really. I bet on Vestergaard. Turns out he was a donkey. Yes, I mean, yeah. So you didn't have a bet, did you then? Do you bet on horses, Reader?
I do sometimes, but not that time. I don't really see the point in Grand National because it's like anyone can win it. It's not like it's a certain race where a certain favourite, but no.
Andy Medhurst, it's too early for dad jokes. My horse started at 10-1, it finished at 3:45. Very bloody funny, Andy. Very funny.
Am I being stupid?
What?
I don't get it.
Don't you get it?
No.
Hold on. Reedy's, come on, everyone. I think everyone gets this joke, don't they? My horse started at 10-1 and finished at 3:45.
So it just means he finishes late.
Yes. The race started at 10-1.
Yeah.
But he didn't finish till 3:45. So it took him a really bloody hell. If you have to explain, and if you ever see Reedy at the football, don't talk.
Like 2 hours to get there. Yeah.
Yes. Yay! Yeah, everyone got that, but you, blimey. It's about odds, yeah.
My head's gone. I know what.
Were you out on the pop last night?
No, just fed up with football.
Oh, no, yeah. But we're talking about football. We'll talk about horse racing.
Yeah,
We know nothing about football, and we know even less about horse racing. I'm not sure. I don't really want to talk about the Palace-Brighton game. I'm not sure. Millennials, yeah, he's a millennial. I'm before Gen Z. Whatever Gen Z. No, what's now? It's Gen X now, isn't it?
Don't know.
It's Gen X, millennials, and then Gen Z. I'm well before that. I'm just old. That's all I am. I'm just old.
You are just old.
But yeah, it's getting a bit just like Rue's tactics. Yeah, it says there can't be much on there. Like Reedy's head, it's gone. It's not even working this morning. But yeah, Reedy, so what are you hoping for tomorrow then? Everyone, come on.
A goal.
What do you want? Oh, we could talk about how much you know about cricket, Reader.
Fuck all.
Oh, right, okay then. We won't talk about that bit of a one-sided. Gen X and 1970. Oh, I'm a Gen X then. I am. I'm perfect for that.
You were born in the 1950s, weren't you?
No, here we go. Oh, Reedy's got his head on now. Woo! Reedy thinks he knows something now. A miracle, yes. Come on then. What do people want tomorrow? What's going to happen? Are we still going to be the same team as it is tomorrow? I know this every Sunday morning at the minute, it's the same, but it has to change. Sooner or later, it has to change, really, doesn't it? It can't be this bad. I mean, I've seen some really bad football.
It can be. Don't worry, it can be.
I've seen some really bad football in my time. And I know there's a lot of people older than me on here. Aggie, Alan, there's a few others that I might have missed off. Chris as well, I think. There's a few people on it. Even Andy, I think, older than me a little bit. They've seen a lot worse football than me. But some of this is absolutely pants. But you love it, really, don't you?
Well, I would say not at the moment because the football is shocking. But when like I say, like you mentioned, like the Man City game, like the Villa game, like a few other games this season, we have seen the quality that we can bring out. It's just right now with the form we're in, we just can't seem to get anywhere.
I know. Chris Wall says, let's start by winning a corner. Some people have said, Derek says, Mark Selby's doing well. The jester from Leicester, yeah, he's doing well at snooker. Matt Greaves says it'd be the same game, same shit. Well, same shit, different game. Totally agree. I don't know. We're laughing and joking about this, but it's our club, though, isn't it, Reedy? It's our club that's going to pot. It's our club that we loved. And I felt down before. I felt down when we went down in 2008, 9, whenever it was under Ian Holloway. I felt bad when we got relegated under Brian Little from the Mark McGee, the Premiership years before your time. But I've never felt as bad as I have now.
As long
I
as
felt
we
bad
get,
under when.
as long as we
Go
get
on.
relegated, not under Forest, as in don't lose to Forest and then we get relegated, I'm more than happy to. If you give us the loss the next 3 games and it relegates us before we play Forest, more than happy. Because I'm gonna. Then again, by then, if we are relegated, we will have more of a freedom to play, and hopefully we can go right. We can beat you now. It might be
Yeah.
better for us to be relegated before we play them.
Keith saying, "Why do we bother attending games? They don't care. So why should we? Why should we love the club to bits, though?" Yeah, I'm not even sure I love the club anymore. I really don't. Even Aggie says, even I'm finding it hard to go to games at the minute. I changed my mind at the last minute. I wasn't going to watch the Man City game, and I did in the end. And I wish I hadn't, because it ruined my night. I felt so bad. I felt
Hey,
bad.
it ruined your night. I was there sitting in the bloody stands watching Man City pass around the players all bloody night.
Paul Wilson, modern day football, boring, mix it up. Yeah, they don't mix it up no more. They don't. They don't play the balls over the top for Vardy to run onto, even though he's lost a yard of pace. He could still barge him out the way. He knows what he's got to do. They don't give the ball to the wingers and go down the byline and put the crosses in or put the pullbacks in for the players running on, because there's no midfield players running on. They're just walking. It showed the first goal. The goal in 2 minutes. Sumari was just walking back. He let Grealish go, and it was too late until he realised, and it was too late. They're just walking about. It's awful. Terry, I know you've got a long way. You go from Brighton? I'm with you, Jamie. Missed more games than previous 10 seasons. What a mess. Terry, I'm sure it's Brighton. Terry comes up from. Alan says some big decisions need to be made to get us out of this mess. Yeah. Alan, what decisions would you make? Reedy, what decisions would you make? I hope Russell Martin isn't a major interest. I'm not sure. It's the same kind of football. Go on. What decisions do you think need to be made?
I really don't know. Again, I would back Rude if he is in the Championship, but there's obviously some reason where he's staying at the moment. Like, it's too late to even change it to try and keep us up. So you either get rid at the end of the season and start again, or you keep him for the first 10 games and see how he does. But right now, there's nothing we can do. We just got to hopefully see something miraculous change, because it's not going to happen.
Reedy, can you remember how you celebrated a goal?
Yeah, man. Spurs away. Yeah, I can remember. Yeah, I was just
remember how to celebrate, can you?
Yeah.
Dawn says I couldn't watch the Man City game and can't watch tomorrow as I'll be at work, but it doesn't bother me. I'm in the same kind of thing. I'm in the same kind of feeling that it doesn't bother me if I don't watch it. But I just feel if I don't watch it and the win, I've missed it. I missed the Southampton 9-0 because I went to a birthday party.
That's disgraceful, that is.
I know.
No. That's horrible.
That wasn't my fault. The game got changed after I'd already said I was going to the birthday party about 2 months before. There was nothing I could do about it.
Oh, I was there. What night that was.
Yeah. First one, Rude has to go, then sort the board out. Yes. Big clear out, new manager. Next season, yes. No, don't want him in the championship. I think you mean Rude, don't want him in the Championship. Right, I'm going to ask a very serious question here. The score for tomorrow, Reader. You've got to think about it. You've really got to think about it. Do you think, first of all, do you think we'll get a shot on target? Do you think we'll keep a clean sheet? Do you think we'll score a goal? Do you think we'll get a point? Do you think we'll win?
No.
No to all of them.
Hey, we couldn't even put a shot away against Man City.
You know what?
It's not the case. It's not going to happen.
There was 2 shots off target. I can't even remember them 2 shots off target. I really can't.
The El Canoes one was.
Oh, yes, he curled it, didn't he? He curled it, yes. Yeah. Now I remember then. That was it, wasn't it? I can't remember the other one.
That was it. I think maybe, I don't know what the other one was.
They said there was 2, but I haven't got a clue. Everyone's going, Ben went for a 4-0 Newcastle. Mark's gone for a 3-0 Newcastle. Chris has gone for a 3-0 Newcastle. Yeah, it's not looking. Oh, Paul's giving us a goal. Paul's giving us a goal. Wow. We've got to score. Newcastle. Aggie's gone for a 2-0 Newcastle. Andy Medhurst has gone for a 4-0. The most loyal Leicester fan, I know how he feels, he's gone for a Newcastle win. Wow, that's unusual. 3-0 to the Toon, 5-0 Newcastle. Wayne says 3-0. 2-0 Newcastle. No, I don't think there's any unfortunate about it, to be honest. I think that will happen.
Hey, let's just say this: if we were to lose the next 3 and we got relegated to Liverpool, would you be more happy to get relegated by Liverpool or by Forest? Because I think it's an obvious answer, but you don't want to go to that Forest game away and actually lose to get relegated.
Is the Forest game straight after the Wolves game, or is there another game in between? I can't remember.
The Wolves game's before. I think the Wolves game's before Forest.
Yeah, I've got the next 4 games for us are Newcastle, Brighton, Liverpool, Wolves, and the Forest game has been moved to May the 11th. So
it's after Wolves. It's after Wolves.
The Liverpool game is on the 20th, the 27th. No, so there's one on the 3rd. So there's one on the 3rd or the 4th of May. So the Forest game is. Oh, we're down by then. We'll be down by then easily.
You got to hope so. You don't want to be getting a win. You don't want to be getting wins otherwise, will you?
No, but then it'd be great if we went to Forest and managed to sneak something and stop them getting to Europe. Stop them getting Champions League.
I do not think that's going to be the case, mate.
To be honest, I couldn't agree more. Get relegated by Forest because that's what the club deserves. It is though, isn't it? We're shocking. And I've said it before.
Sorry, there you go. Yes, we've got Wolves and Southampton before Forest.
Yeah. We could win the next 4 games.
We could. It's not going to happen, but it could.
We could win the next 4 games and equal how many games we've won the rest of the season.
And then Wolves will still win 2 games and it'll be game over.
Yeah.
It's out of our hands completely. We've got to hope that Wolves lose nearly all their games and it's not going to happen. We could win every game this season now. The rest to go. We're not going to do it because they'll just get another 2 or 3 wins and it's game over anyway.
Mary, somehow I don't think they're going to change the laws of football for us, I'm afraid. Make the goals longer and wider. Yeah, just for us, I don't think they're going to do that, I'm afraid. Good effort, but I don't think that will happen, unfortunately. Great effort. I see flying pigs, yeah. I can see flying pigs, yes, Dave. I certainly can. Read it. I'm going to leave it there because it's the same week in, week out, isn't it? It's
same shit, different day, mate.
This show every Sunday morning used to be absolutely fantastic and used to get ups and downs. For about the last 4 months, it's just been downs, hasn't it? You try your hardest.
I struggled to get out of bed.
You try your hardest to get the energy up to come and do this. But then as soon as I start, it's just drained because it's the same old. We try not to talk too much about tactics and stuff like that. This is more not that in-depth look at it, and it's more of an all-round thing and everything's welcome. But it's just getting harder and harder because it's the same thing, really, isn't it? It really is. We used to have fun on this show. And last week was the funniest show I've had for a long time. When Julian Watts came on, was that last week or the week before? Yeah, it was last week. I thought that was brilliant. I loved it. This week, it's hard work, isn't it? It absolutely is hard work. It really is. Craig says, Reedy, he's still in bed, the lazy git.
I wish.
He's only in bed because his missus is probably at work rehearsing somewhere. This programme, cheers, Dave. This programme is about the only bright spot. Yeah, it is really, isn't it? I try to make it funny, but it's just hard work, isn't it? More chances of... Oh, right, yeah, sorry, yeah. Like everything else, it's doom and gloom, isn't it, Chris? Chris, everything. It's always doom and gloom, isn't it, outside? Everything after football is all doom and gloom, isn't it? All doom and gloom. Reedy, it's been a pleasure. Oh, Adrian, morning. I haven't seen you for a long time, pal. Going to the game is worse, begrudgingly, because of the money I've paid for the season ticket. Let's do a Forest Fan TV for... No, I'm not changing the name to that. I'm definitely not changing the name to that. Can you imagine? Put that to Phil tomorrow. Somebody says change the name to Forest Fan TV for a week.
Yeah, you might get more subs.
Rightio, pal. We shall see you again soon, mate. Be good.
Yep, see you in a
Have
bit.
fun.
Adios.
Enjoy. Rightio, lads and lasses. Much appreciated once again. I know it's getting harder and harder and harder. Sorry, Patrick, how the local nothing. They're protesting against themselves because if they stop the tourists going into local apartments, they're going to get no money. They're making fools of themselves. They really are. They need to pay us to go to the games. Yes. See Graham. Yes. Martin O'Neill's words, passion, desire. Yes. How are Cov doing, please? Don't say, well, no, they are just below the playoff position, if I remember rightly. Although I don't really want to remember rightly. But like I say, much appreciated. Once again, thank you for joining me this every Sunday morning. I know it's hard work. I know you probably find me a little bit boring and a little bit down the last few weeks, but that's just because of the football. A bit like Reedy that's fed up and pissed off. But much appreciated. But just before you go, some homework for you, please. Please like and share whatever platform you're watching this on, whether it's Twitter, X, YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook. Give it a like, give it a share, help us grow even more, even bigger. Cheers all. There goes the final whistle. Ciao, ciao. Adios. Goodbye. And begrudgingly, put vein. Come on, you foxes. Can't even get excited about saying that now.
The Leicester City machine is on the march again.
Leicester Fan TV presents a variety of content like fan discussions, match analysis, and engaging with Leicester fans worldwide. We want your views live, thanks to our sponsors, Everard's, Pucker Pies, Hologram, Take Me, Newbie & Co, and the Fox's Arms.
Want to watch more content like this? Hit the like button. Give us your views. Hit subscribe to Leicester Fan TV and make sure to follow Leicester Fan TV on all socials.